Yeah, I'm almost a little surprised to see myself on Zwift. I've always been someone who would rather ride in any kind of adverse weather conditions before going indoors. And then I've been hearing more and more about Zwift, so finally bit the bullet and got myself a smart trainer. And yeah, to say I'm impressed would be an understatement, really. Like I'm amazed at just how realistic it is and how immersive the racing is, and even the rides. And I didn't think virtual riding could be so close to the real thing. So yeah, straight away I've been hooked on it and spending quite a bit of time on it now.
And how important is it for you? And how much riding are you getting done? How much training are you getting done? How useful is it for you?
Yeah, it's very useful. Like things are so uncertain at the moment, especially with our race season. So it's kind of hard to set goals based around the season because the season's constantly moving and it's pretty far away for enduro at the moment anyway. So straight away the big plus was just having some racing and having something just to kind of focus on and kind of just keep me motivated and keep me, having somewhere to be, whether it's the Cycling Ireland League on a Saturday or a midweek race with friends. So it's been great just for motivation and just even to structure my week around.
And tell us about the Enduro World Series. Where's that at the moment? I mean, what are the plans, rough and sketchy and all as they may be?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It keeps changing. So just last week they postponed a few more races, and at the moment it's looking like all going well. Our first race will be in Switzerland on the 30th of August, and then we'll have six races between then and mid-November. Maybe five, or maybe, I don't know. Who knows? It could change. But at the moment that's what we're aiming for, and yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
And in terms of fitness, I mean, Zwift riding, is there anything else you can do? Are you managing to get out on, albeit within the 5 kilometer radius?
Yeah, I'm quite fortunate in that respect actually because I've got a home gym set up here, so I can do all the strength training I'd normally do. I've got a rowing machine. I've now got the Zwift set up, and then I've got some trails was within my 2K, and I've got even more within my 5K. So I've been able to train relatively normally. I guess the biggest challenge is just motivation and structure, and things I guess a lot of athletes are struggling with at the moment.
And presumably the online virtual rides assist with motivation because there is that community and social aspect to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a few of us, a few of the mountain bike lads, we've set up a WhatsApp group, and we've been doing a few group rides during the week, or maybe a race or whatever, whoever takes our fancy. And I think that's been great because you still feel like you're riding with someone, and you have a time to arrive at the ride as you normally would. So it's helping, yeah, keep that motivation and keep you excited about it, which is a big help.
And what's the skills transfer like? What do you bring into the party in terms of natural ability? Is there much of a crossover between enduro and Zwift riding?
Honestly, I'd say there's not a huge amount. It's highlighting a lot of my weaknesses. Enduro is mostly explosive repeat efforts, whereas I feel like Swift, from what I've experienced anyway, is a more long sustained effort. So that's something that may be a weak point for me, which is good, because I'm seeing progress within that in myself, and it's giving me something that I want to improve that normally I wouldn't be so focused on. And then beyond that, it's we spend all our time standing up out of the saddle, pedaling and sprinting. So long seated efforts are something that we wouldn't be used to a whole lot. But again, yeah, it's something different and new. It's a new challenge.
And presumably the big watts you need at the very start of the event, which so many people talk about, is something you're able to access better than most.
Yeah, absolutely. It took me a while to figure it out, but it seems the trick is that first 5 minutes and being able to dig deep there. And yeah, definitely that 5 minutes is not so bad. It's more, the next 30 or 40 minutes that has been catching me out. So yeah, there's strengths and weaknesses, and at the end of the day, it kind of all balances out.